You hold that there. You're the donator. That's the boy.
Well, there was a little soldier who was going out to war. He said, I know what I'll do when I hear the cannons roar. Funky doodle I do for the sergeant major. Funky doodle I do, diddly boop boop boop.
What were your thoughts on Casino, on Anzio 50 years ago when you guys were fighting down at Casino?
Oh, I wouldn't be printable, I don't think. I think we weren't very happy with the Americans.
Well, we were so concerned we didn't know much. You never hear anything immediate from another front. Not the soldiers on the ground, anyway. You're too concerned with your own tactics and what the objective is tomorrow, and map references and artillery softening up and checking your map boards and the code sides to call up artillery on a certain site. 101 things you're concerned with, so MZO News was very second.
It appears to me that they weren't allowed to achieve really what they set out because of politics crept into it, the fractions between the Americans and the Brits.
Well, we've had a pretty lousy about it because in the end it was us that, all the troops in Casino that more or less rescued these up here. They were stuck, finished. And if Clark hadn't taken Rome, therefore it would have been a different story. Italy would have been finished. But that's the way it went. Hey. All right?
How do you feel now we're getting closer?
I can tell the air now, it sounds pretty good. You already see where my tank's been.
I just had to be down about that. I said good night,
Any fridges there, George?
That's Monte Carlo there.
Behind.
Yeah, behind, right up on our back there.
Where's the railway? Well, the station's down there. That's my station.
Yeah, well, your approach road must be further along there.
Yes, we came in from that past the crossroads.
Mine, really, because I was there a month before you. couldn't keep the payments
You couldn't
up.
keep it, so I held it. That was it's kind of great to see that station again, though, the way it is now.
Well,
But it's nice to be back again, to see the place, which I never ever thought I'd ever see.
I thought the Alamein was the battle of the thing, but it was nothing compared to this one. This was totally different altogether.
What was the main difference?
Well, I mean, they had cover here, right? You couldn't get them. You couldn't get that. That was a problem. They're shooting from buildings behind broken rubble, and they had time to mine the place and lay down mortar from higher positions than we were. See, that was the whole problem, the situation as we saw it. Oh, it's very sad. I see boys here that went away together, buried here, so it's a sad occasion. And I hope that this never ever happens again, ever. A company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we didn't go up. Only the Polish people go up.
Very hard hit. Too much better than that.
Should have worn your thin helmet. Yeah. You were with the New Zealand tanks that went up.
Oh, yeah, very good. Very good.
18th Battalion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. Very good.
I was infantry.
Oh, very good.
Infantry.
Yeah, yes. Very good, very good.
We try to keep up with your group troops.
New Zealand. Oh, New Zealand. Yes, yes, you fought very well. I read in the history.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Right, there's mistakes that made all round, right? And the biggest mistake of all was Arnhem.
But the funny part of it is we still won.
We still won, yeah, we still won. But we had good opposition. And we had a few Italians helping us too, didn't we?
Occasionally with it.
Oh yeah, the Alpinis, they came in on this front.
1, 2 Partisani.
But
Got to show off my medals. Hello there.
It was uncanny to experience it. I think one had to be there at the time.
And as I said, I didn't know whether I was too far forward, too far back. There just seemed to be no one around. And I was moving from position to position because I didn't fancy being too long in one place in case the Jerrys had moved and spotted me.
While you couldn't see them, you're getting shot at a lot, I mean.
Oh, well, bullets were ricocheting everywhere. And you got no idea whether it was friend or foe. Well, that's the way I found it.
George Leary, Joseph Klein.
Klein is my name.
Joseph Klein.
Yes, Joseph Klein.
Nice to meet you. George O'Leary. Yes.
Yes. And you have been...
I'm in tennis.
Oh, yes.
SCH-ABO, Wilfred and
It's over.
We did our best, didn't we?
Yes, all of us. You know, we did our duty. All of us did it. That is all. All the small soldiers, they have to go what the politicians say to do.
All the time I was in casino, I never saw a live German. And yet we lost a lot of our men because they were in the houses and shooting us and we couldn't see where it was coming from. And we were just below that Castle Hill.
What a handsome edifice.
They wasted all that ammunition to try to get her. So, anybody else coming? The lady will get the last of my souvenirs, and there won't be any other one presented to her on Hangman's Hill, or at least on Castle Hill. That's the little Kiwi.
From New Zealand. Yeah.
That's the national emblem, one of our national emblems, the Kiwi, and that's for you. So, all the way from New Zealand.
Kind.
And we hope...
A great emotion to me.
Yes, well, it might cause you to remember us and remember New Zealand later, so we hope it does.
Yeah, but when you came here, you were with the army. What was your grade, officer or?
Oh yes, a very junior officer.
Very junior officer.
Yes, but as low as you get. There's nothing lower than a second lieutenant, my friends once told me. But here we are.
Good morning, Robbie. How are you?
Yeah, that's right, the other side.
Haere maira, haere maira, haere maira, nā more hua te pakanga. Haere mai, kei te karanga nā maunga, nā wai ki a koutou. Haere maira.
Boy,
whakahira nā haere mai tēnei te reo karango rā tau mā koru peke atu kutua te ara ie haere mai whakatau mai.
Very warm welcome to each one of you this morning. It's my happy privilege to lead us in this time of remembrance, and I give a very special word of welcome to those amongst us that we affectionately call the veterans. This is your day, and we are grateful to be allowed to be with you as you return to this place with your memories, and to those amongst you who died and have remained here. I also bid welcome to the spouses of those who fought here and to all those who are relatives and friends of those who fought in this part of Italy. We are here this morning basically, I believe, to remember. We remember today all of them.
E te matua kaharawa ke ngā wāhi katoa nei koe, a hore hoke he taki wāhi wehi a koe, mō mātou he, inoi atu tēnei nā mātou ki a koe mō mātou kanaunga, mō mātou hoa, e wehe ke nei a mātou, e kua rātou me mātou ki o whakatatotahi, tētahi ki tētahi, he mea hoko ki te here ngaro tōwara, ia kina rātou I ngā kino katoa, whakaproria tia te rā e hui hui anō mātou, I rume te matota whenua, oi hukrai ti hoki tō mātou ariki.
Personally, I am grateful to our home country of New Zealand and its government for making it possible and for the privilege of taking part in this service. What a flood of memories has come back like a huge wave. And even quite mundane things like the poppies of the battlefields in late April and May of 1944 and the fireflies by night. If we were asked what the casino campaign was like, we could wax both eloquent and blasphemous. If I merely use our New Zealand idiom and say it was a proper cow campaign, I think you'll know what I mean. Our New Zealand part was an almost impossible assignment based more on the strategy of World War II in the early months of 1944 rather than the tactical side of making war. For who, in the depths of winter, would willingly attack the almost impregnable fortress which Casino, the Abbey and Mount Cairo were? That our New Zealand effort came so close to success is a tribute to all who took part, with special praise to our infantry. Theirs was a dreadful task. But it was a team effort. The armour got to impossible places. The artillery worked themselves to death with barrages, counter-battery and smoke. The engineers did a superb job in mine lifting and bridge building. The ASC with supply, the medical side with the many casualties, right through to our hospitals and beyond, and all the others. Truly a team job. You will have gathered that we were mighty proud of our division and the individual units to which we belonged. In fact, the whole setup of the 2nd New Zealand Expeditionary Force, and not a little of our General, Lieutenant General Bernard Freyberg. we can still call to mind the personal danger we were often in and the close shaves we had with death. And not lacking in those times of acute danger was our call on courage. And even now, we need to remember that courage is not so much the absence of fear, but the conquest of it. In our declining years, we still need to remember this. Maybe we will yet have occasion to use it often. Casino was then a place of death and destruction for miles around, and the ruined monastery was like a bird of ill omen brooding over us.
In a perfect harmony, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally with me.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. We dedicate this tree in memory of our New Zealand soldiers who gave their lives for peace and freedom in New Zealand and in the whole world. Amen.
Inga tingwa te matua, te tama, te te wairua tapu. A whakatapu a tātou tēnei rākau, hei tahu maumaharatanga, mō ngā hoia o Aotearoa, I hinga, te te whawhaitanga, whakanga o tēnei wāhi o Casino. I rētahi atu, whakanga, I roto I tēnei whenua aiti. E moe mai koutou, e moe mai ki roto ki ariki, ki au tā rātou reita.
I want to tell you that I said to the man yesterday when he gave us these sites, the sites to plant the trees, I said he wanted to put the trees over here, where these folks are standing. I said, do you realize that that tree could grow to a diameter of 12 to 15 feet and go right through those trees and push it out of the way? Then he realized he brought it right here. But in the growing of those trees, I believe we should look at the bonding of us as people in New Zealand and Aotearoa first. Let me tell you, we're not, and I mean it with sincerity, the bonding of our people in Aotearoa and the bonding of us with the people of Italy. And I thank the people of Italy for a marvelous work that's being done here in the cemetery. No better place than to have our dead buried and kept. So with those words, I'll end here and only the tēnā koutou, kia ora hui tātou.
Hoki mai, I te wākainga, koutou ki te malako, e te kawakapa mai, te aki, hoi ngā ni uro ki a mana e.
We dedicate this memorial to the memory of our New Zealand soldiers who gave their lives for the peace and freedom of New Zealand and of the whole world. Amen.
To me, being here, I'm very proud. My grandfather fought here 50 years ago. I've never met my grandfather. He died over in New Zealand, so even though he's there, I'm just so proud to be here.
Just seeing all these veterans come back, it's pretty emotional this morning at the cemetery there.
It's probably been the most unique experience I've ever experienced in my career. the fact that we've been brought here with guys probably our age and younger to come and fight in probably what was a very arduous battle. But I think the main fact is we're not here to, like the Reverend said at the service today, we're not here to glorify what was done, but just to commemorate or just honour the ones that are left behind here. And I think the big bit that I'll take away from it is just, these guys are a long way from home, and probably a real inhospitable environment, and I just don't know how they manage it. It's real tough for them.
Being a young guy in the army, at first I must admit it was just like another trip away. But as soon as we actually got to Casino itself, we stood in the cemetery with the veterans, and they started going back and telling all the stories, or you'll see a veteran just breaking down next to a headstone because he's found a brother or a close relative to him. And just standing there with them and looking around the surrounding landscape, and they'll just go back and tell you stories about bits and pieces, what happened on this feature and what actually happened up on where the monastery is, up on that hill. It was very interesting. It's a very big learning experience, and lately it's been very emotional too.
Can you tell us how it feels sort of standing up here?
Yes. To all soldiers from New Zealand, my name is Lieutenant Jan Volodko, Polish 2nd Corps under British 8th Army Command. I'm so proud to be here after 50 years and to meet so many friends of mine, especially from New Zealand. I'm saluting to the New Zealand troops.
Conveniency the crypta, the oil. This is most part of this saved, because in the first invasion we destroyed the church, and the ruins protected the crypta below.
Very good. Scendiamo nella cripta. Okay, if you follow us, we'll go down to the crypt church. Going to anyway.
Battalion in 1944, and I am wearing his rank here today, although I'm also a major. Yes. Yes. So,
and he all lived?
No, it's beautiful. He lived till 1986, yes. So he
was lucky.
Yes, he was lucky. Yes, he met your people on Crete, Casino, Rimini, Faenza.
Oh.
So,
yes. The heavy battles against the parachute.
Yes, indeed, and that's his honorary Fallschirmjäger member's badge. Yes. So our generation carries on the traditions, don't they?
That Kiwi, the Kiwi, the national emblem of New Zealand. Think of it.
Yeah.
What's that, your Lawrence Papa? Yeah, Papa Toto. Papa Toto. Yeah. You know Toto? You know Toto, yes. What? Oh, yes. What word for it?
So have you been back before?
Yeah, I've been here 5-6 times already. Yeah, I know the place like that's my second home here, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you're staying in this private house.
Yeah. I met those people when we went by, old positions here, look around, no?
Yes.
And then I see those Italians there, no? And they say, what you doing here? I say,
You give that to him, Jim. I know who owns
we
the pen.
fight here about
Who owns the pen.
20 years ago, 30 years ago. No?
Excuse me a moment. If you just stand there.
Yeah, you go and see this. Come here, Fred.
Come here, comrade.
Come, Fred.
Just a place.
Something after 50 years, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right, 50 years.
It's
silly,
impossible,
isn't it?
right?
Silly.
You tell to somebody, he won't believe it, no?
No,
He won't believe it.
No, it's absolutely silly.
The whole war is silly.
I find myself laughing at times, it's so ridiculous.
We spent all our nice young years in this fucking war.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you want, right.
What for? Nothing. For nothing.
Excuse me, sir, we're from New Zealand television. We're doing a documentary on these guys. Can you tell us of the day that you shot at his tanks?
I met, I don't shot it, my company. It was 17 tanks coming up there from the Massa and the Netta. And one of these things was my friend now, no? Then it was not my friend, no? So now I met this one man from New Zealand. Who is he? He said, hello, but you are German? Yeah, I said German. You New Zealander, no? I say, you fight here 50 years ago? Yeah. I have a friend here, he got shot down on the Massa and that's why there was our possessions there, no? Where they come up there, no? It was 17 tanks and I killed one of my company commander, killed 2 of these tanks, no? See? That's after 50 years we met here, no? Huh?
Terrific.
First we shot at each other, but
should give you the
kill each other like crazy people, no?
Oh, that's delightful. It's nice of you all to take an interest.
The
also.
war is crazy, every war, no?
Yeah.
For what for? What for we fight here? For nothing.
Absolutely.
No? See, absolutely.
Jim, how does it feel to you meeting the man who's commanding the company who shot at your tanks?
Well, you couldn't wish for anything better. This is the culmination, an early culmination of my sortie out of New Zealand to this whole ceremony. This is the whole essence of the thing, to meet the enemy. And we've just done it.
And now we're friends, no?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
With knobs on.
Hey, we keep the next 25 years life and we're okay.
Yeah,
no?
exactly.
Over 100. Okay?
Yes.
Bye.
Che dicevo si illustra il significato dei ballerini che vedo già pronti, minacciosi sia alle mie spalle. Grazie.
Inga mano, inga karangatanga, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Mr. Warren Cooper, Brigadier Dodson, war veterans, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we would like to share a bit of New Zealand's culture with you. Mauri o maira, ngā mate o te motu e. Ena tiniro e mata, e maringi pānui e. Titiro i ngā iwi, e ngā mahi o te motu, e oro ake nei e. Ruana te whenua, pati te moana. Au e te aroha, te mamaia au e mātoenga, e karanga e te iwi e. Kua e ke mai nei, ki unga te marae e. Mauri o maira, ngā mate o te motu e. Ena tiniro e mata, e marangi pānui e.
The tinana, or the body, is used for blocking. The ate, or the blade, is used for striking. The last part of the taiaha is the rau.
they send.
We're doing the right thing.
For, as a material.
Going that way, up, right up.
It's certainly impressive, isn't it, when you look at it?
There's only two.
Garden bar should be over here somewhere.
How does the place look?
Oh, just the same. Just the same, but I had a look at it 4 years ago too, and it was still the same.
This is Andy Keefe of Wyra Hawke's Bay speaking to you from the heart of Rome, where we used to have 7 days holiday. In this hotel we're in at this point.
Right. We're up in the world a bit today.
Yep. You have to straighten your shoulders.
I better,
Come on, keep those shoulders back on the back of the street. We'll just see.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
From New Zealand?
You must be young Tedeschi.
We are from Germany.
Well, we call it Tedeschi.
Tedeschi?
Tedeschi.
Yeah, that's fine.
In Italia.
How are you?
How are you?
Very good.
How long do you stay here?
Oh, we go to Sangro tomorrow, and then back to casino on Friday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And then
Great.
go back to New Zealand.
It's beautiful here, huh?
Yes. How long have you been here?
For 1 week.
Oh, yes.
We have to do celebrations in casino too.
When did you do that?
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
At the German cemetery.
Oh, yes, yes.
And tomorrow at the Polish.
Oh, yes, yes.
Did you have relations? Uncles? Grandfathers? Fathers?
No. We are joining here with our commando.
That's what I mean. In years past, 50 years ago, did you have an uncle or a grandfather or any such?
No.
No relation.
My grandfather fought in Russia.
Oh, yes.
I have to leave.
Are you German commandos?
Yeah.
You commanders? Oh, very good.
Parachuter. Okay,
you look
see you.
after them.
Take care of you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And how are you anyhow?
Yeah.
Has business been good?
Good business.
Oh, well, I mean, after all, if you can't do some good business, especially in the Holy of Holies, and nowhere else, there's something wrong with the place.
You like Rome?
Very nice.
Really?
No, too dear, though.
Sure.
Too expensive.
Altogether, they're very expensive.
I wanted 6 pair of rosary beads, but they're too dear.
Yeah?
Imagine paying $150 for 6 pair of rosary beads.
Nazi for you.
Nah.
You're very rich. Come on.
See you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How is life? You remember the nice hours mostly, much better as the bad ones, and we had too many bad hours just over here at casino. When you see each day bodies dying, being wounded, new one coming, and they are going again as fast as they come, you know how was our feeling. We just tried to survive, to defend our life, to see the homeland someday. We still were hoping we could be serving the fate of Germany to be kind of rigorous, but it didn't happen.
We knew that the monastery was taken, and then came a telegram from General Alexander to General Anders, congratulating him capturing the monastery. So instead of sending normal soldier whose duty was delivered, I said to him, I am going to deliver that telegram myself. I had with me a photograph of myself with General Anders, taken a few months before in Palestine, in the camp called Barbara. I took this photograph with me and the message from General Alexander. General Anders was still in his pajamas in the morning, so I delivered the telegram and I said, sir, would you sign the photograph? Which he did.
Beyond and beneath these western skies they lie, comrades of yesterday, the blood of my proud forebearers, the flower of my race. They sleep where none other but warriors sleep, upon the battlefield, beneath the hand of to their Lord, and beneath his martial grace. So sleep ye sons of the long white cloud, in death you have excelled, triumphed to the foeman threat to right, you have cherished long. And in the blood that you have spilled, a new world shall rise, with Christ, the rich, the poor, and for us all, sleep ye sons of the long white cloud. It's just some of the few words that I say that in all our blessing of our cemetery.
Why should they come home though? Why should they be in New Zealand rather than here?
Well, a Maori is a little bit different. They always like to see their children resting in the Papatuanduku, or the land of their ancestors. One thing I would say that they were young boys. They went out for a future to try to probably gain experience. Hence, if they had not died, I might have been left here. But never mind. I'm standing here to, I would say, to carry on the word that, and I would say the wish how they would look at the world of today.